Alright guys, Bradford Perry here. Hey listen, we're going to dig a little deeper. I've got my circles back up here, but this time I've taken out the baby picture because we're not going there, okay? Now we're going to talk about what I like to call that gravity of space. And it makes no sense because there's no space in gravity in space, sorry. And here's the other thing, like gravity, we're talking about weight, all right? Not mass, because gravity gives you your weight. You can tell I'm a science nerd, all right? So when I say gravity of space, I talk about the weight of the relationships of the people that are in different spaces. That's what I mean by gravity of space, and I've got a handout that goes along with it. But if we talk about these spaces that we're a part of, we're gonna start right here. I call these those direct people that you're involved with, okay? So those direct people that are in your home space, and those are the people that are gonna carry a lot of gravity or weight in your life, and the decisions that you make, they impact them directly, okay? And so it's honestly harder to keep these relationships positive because everybody's depending on each other and there's a lot of weight between that, okay? Now, when you move out, the next layer might be, some of these places in here might be school. So if I'm looking here, school, or maybe sports teams, clubs, that sort of deal. But that's kind of like that next layer of people. So, you do have a lot of weight in those relationships, but they don't carry as much as those people that are directly living with you. And so these, I like to call those indirect relationships, okay? But as we get into these outer rings, okay, there's going to be more space there and less direct involvement with these people. So I like to call these those distant relationships. And so this might be people that live in your community but you don't see every day, the businesses of your community, the churches in your community, or as you get out further, maybe these are the stars that you follow, that kind of thing, or maybe even like your favorite YouTuber. Hey, because I'm just talking into a camera right now, okay? These relationships, okay, they carry like almost zero gravity, not much weight there, okay? They're just people that you're following. You know what? So a lot of times these are people that you really look up to because it's hard for them to do you wrong because you're never in that direct contact with them. And so understanding that if you're having trouble here, okay, there's a reason for it. It's so much weight and you have a responsibility just like they have a responsibility. And then same thing with that next layer. If you're on a sports team, and you're not practicing, you're not holding up your end of that relationship, and somebody might get upset with you. But you know what? Your favorite athlete or star, if you're not putting in the practice, they don't care because they've already gotten there and they're getting paid anyways. They just want you to root for them and they're going to feel good about it. They'll sign you an autograph and life will be good, right? There's not much gravity there. So understand those relationships because it's going to help you along the way. Got a handout, put the people, see if you can fill out your gravity of space and kind of look at how that interacts and have some fun with it at the beginning of the year.